Are you ready? And so it begins.
I said stocks to make a record rally. I said record levels at a record pace because I believe we're in the fifth of a fifth wave. But I'd said it on Monday. I was early, dude, and I was fucking shitting bricks.
Ouch.
I bought 30 calls and I sold them the same day because I didn't get the price.
That is funny, shitting bricks. That sounds extremely painful.
Right. So it went down first. This was my recommended buy. Was this Dow ETF calls on the Dow. The strike here of 190 translates to 19,000 on the Dow. It's 100th of the Dow.
Okay. Yeah, man, that Dow is just cranking, man. Did
you see it? Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't drop.
And just a little, right? But it will, dude. But it will. But did you see what it did?
Well, over time,
yesterday?
it'll continue to grow until there's something mega catastrophic.
Did you see? No, their mega catastrophic is right around the fucking.
Okay,
corner.
Trump, tell me more.
No, dude, it is. I'm telling you, it's not a matter of. It's the same thing when I told Dane to sell his $1 million house because
Dane's got $1 million house.
Yeah, his family's got the property. Climbed to $1 million.
Dane's all sitting here being rich as fuck.
So, but basically, the yield rate curve inverted right before 2008, and I told him, dude, historically, this is an indicator that will fuck you. And so I'm just looking for it here, but there's one chart I'll show you.
Historically, meaning how far does that go back? 80 years?
Meaning it's been right like 5 fucking times, dude.
Oh, okay.
Or seven. Okay, so hold on, watch. Inverted.
So it's just a teeny bit less reliable than the global warming, right?
No, dude, it's so much more.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
You're funny. Look, yield curve model for recession, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And so when it hit right here, I told him, sell your house, bro.
Oh, that goes back to the 70s, right? Early 60s. Yeah.
All the way to like
60.
I think 1900, bro.
Really? No.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. 60s. Cool.
I thought
it went back further, but yeah, they just weren't that. They weren't. You got the display.
Yeah, it's my 1080 that's really allowing me to see text. I'm
nice. Right. As opposed to the 4K, which would have made it 10 times smaller.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 1080 GTX, man. They really need to change the name of that.
Did you get it?
People be getting confused now.
Oh. I was like, you motherfucker.
I'm just bloviating.
That's awesome, dude. So I told him to sell. And I'm sorry, but we are in the exact same spot as that, but it's 2 other indicators. Let me pull up the chat so I can just click my own links. So the PE ratio, this was the stock market.
Performance enhancement?
No, it's the price to earnings. And there's another way to look at this that's even more indicative. But this right here was the .com.
Does that chick on YouTube Music know something we don't? She left. She does.
Here.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
She's back peeping. She's scamming. She's checking for numbers. All right.
Dude, she's totally just spying on us.
Yeah. Oh, don't be racist. Come on.
Oh, yeah, right. This is another way to look at it. And you need this chart in a logarithmic format to be able to see it. But if we just fast forward it here, it'll be clearer.
Ooh, DVR, nice.
So whenever the earnings per share tank, the stock market tanks. And so here,
that was the .com right there. That 2000 was .com, right?
Right.
That's housing.
Yeah, but
internet, housing, and then what else is going to go?
The EPS here doesn't really include the .comers because they weren't actually generating earnings. Those were all fake businesses and businesses in major debt. So this fall in earnings was a real fall in earnings. And once earnings peaks, the stock market peaks. Same here.
What is
But
that?
this,
Why? Because that's commodities or something? No.
no, 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 no. This is the earnings of the businesses per share. Okay, so
I
the
know, but wasn't everybody basing their earnings based on what they had invested in .com crap? Like
no, no,
petfood.com?
no, 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 no. Businesses don't invest in other businesses as a form of improving earnings. Like they don't, you can't. I don't even think it's. I'm not sure if it's legal, but it just doesn't
For the
happen.
shareholders?
Yeah, the
You do that
shareholders are going to
on
be like,
the sneak
yeah,
tip?
yeah, basically Apple, like let's say they would just all of a sudden now they're a financial trading company. No, you know what I mean? They can't just go start buying stock and call it business as usual. The shareholders wouldn't let them. So here earnings peaked and it was a leading indicator of the stock market to crash immediately following. And this right here was a peak in, and what we're seeing again is a peak in productivity growth. All through the 90s, new technology and everything was making everything more productive, and that generated higher and higher earnings.
Right.
And then it stopped, and then it resumed, and now it's stopped again. Look at the earnings
Now,
coming
is
in.
any of this earnings due to a global trade action? Like more people coming into the fray, you know? Like,
Um,
so like in the early 90s, and then Bill Clinton comes in and we got some NAFTA, WAFTA, BAFTA, whatever that Central American. And
yeah,
then more
right,
people
right,
come
right,
in, and then there's just more money
right.
to be.
Yeah, well, you're talking money supply growth if you're talking about more money, but I hear what you're saying. You're talking about international trade, um, you know, capitulations or whatever. And yes, yes and no, but you have to look at NAFTA and all of those were actually they majorly benefited the Dow and S&P companies. Like, so if anything, they would gain from that unless Trump gets in office and then all of a sudden we're a protectionist economy. Then yeah, you might
Right.
actually see international earnings decline
Then you'll see
massively.
the Soviet Union separate. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, I mean the U.S.
they'll just take over global trade because we'll be like cut out of it. But anyways, leading indicator earnings have peaked. Stock market, look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blow off, and then it's gonna sink just like it did here, dude. And there's one other chart, and it's a different indicator. It's not the same shit, but it's another leading indicator. This is how much people are borrowing the margin debt to buy stocks. And when it peaks, the market peaks.
Okay, so you can see that borrowing
It's inflationary,
came prior to the .com boom.
right?
See all the
Right.
borrowing, and because everybody's like, we need to get into the game. We need to get in the game.
Exactly. It's absolutely a psychological phenomenon that you just described right there. And the problem is when everybody says we need to get in the game,
Right.
you're already way too fucking late, dude. Way too
Way,
fucking
yeah.
late. That exact moment is exactly when it's going to turn around and go the other direction. That's contrarianism to a T.
Yeah,
That's
it's just like when somebody goes, "I want to be president." That's the exact person who should not be president.
dude, that's pinpoint on the psychology of it, dude, for sure. So even look at this right here. So this is now look at it was a new record. It was a new record, and now it's an even insaner record.
Nice,
And
dude.
this decline took 2 years. This decline took 1 year. I'm thinking 6 months, bro, for this market to get cut in
What
half.
if this is an exact profile of the Appalachian or maybe the Rocky Mountains, right? And it's literally a clue to where Solomon Hill like hid his treasure.
You're hilarious.
No, no, okay, fine,
What if? What if?
yeah, okay. So, anyways, my
So
theory's
no,
probably
this is
wrong,
this.
but
Yeah. I love your theory, dude. Your theory is amazing. Let's go mining, bro.
yeah, yeah.
So my prediction here was that we're going to see this fucking massive blow off, right? And I was predicting it as the market was declining, and I was even early when I posted this. And then but I woke up on Friday at 6, knowing, dude, like not knowing because a lot of times the market will roll over and then it'll finally sink. It'll finally fucking sink out of this kind of trend. But I still had a good ass feeling that we're about to see the fifth of a fifth of insanity,
So
and
I mean,
it
this is
happened
all
with
just like
170 points up on the Dow.
so. This is all computational. These are just charts, and can't and so somebody's able to access a computer that can crunch all this stuff and probably more data, and so they probably are sitting on information saying that they know this stuff's going to happen with a whatever percentage chance.
Certainty for sure. Same. They're looking at the same stuff I'm looking at, pretty
It's just the
much.
general public is what they're watching cartoons or something.
Right. Well, they're not trading in the markets.
Yeah, yeah, they just don't care that the world's going to
They're
come to a
not.
complete end.
Well, it's not. But
Oh,
look, the
okay,
Nasdaq.
never mind.
You're funny, dude.
I
The
thought that's what you were
Nasdaq.
saying.
No, dude. The
I was
stock market's
literally
gonna
like,
tank.
who do I
No,
know that's got a lot of money who's got like a shelter somewhere?
that's funny. So this is the Nasdaq made all-time highs. So I'm pretty sure that the Dow is also going to make all-time highs, but it hasn't yet.
Yeah, that's a funky little drop right there. That's a weird little pattern at the end there. The one you just showed me. I mean, over that period of
Oh,
time,
it
the
did.
4 year. Oh, but I mean, we've got a very similar one
Oh,
between
18,000.
2012 and 2013. But I don't know, man.
2012. Yeah, ABC, right.
Yeah, there's
The
something
market
there.
correction. Yeah, exactly. But this is logarithmic because wait, no, it's not. Okay, but anyways, but yeah, no, I see what you're saying. And then a continued rally, ABC, and a continued rally. But the difference is when you look at it maximum, we're going to see this and we're going to see this again. We're going to see these big ass drops for sure. And actually the count is really easy and really obvious to any Elliott wave guy. We'll definitely be back at 17.4, the bottom of the fourth wave after this fifth wave corrects. It almost always come back to a fourth wave. But the thing is, I don't think it's stopping there because you have to look at this as an overall. This is maybe the fourth wave and a fifth wave of the stock market
Right.
since its inception. And so, one,
Man,
two,
it's
three,
hard to
four,
yeah.
five. So we'll come back down to the bottom of the fourth, bro. 7,000, 8,000.
Oh
And
man, I don't know, man.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
I
what I'm
hear
talking
you.
about, but
No. You could be right because there are like inflationary forces. Like there's so much money in the world now. The money supply growth. Like let's look at global money supply.
you know what you
This
could do? What I was thinking, just on a side note,
look at
because
this.
okay, you say what
So
you need to say. What I have to say will take just a couple minutes. 1 minute to wrap your head around what the hell I'm talking about. 2 to digest it. But
okay, so all I was saying is that you might be right because the amount of money in the world is unprecedented,
right,
and who's the safe haven? The United States and the stock market. So there's a chance that even when we might not go as low as we would have otherwise because there's so much more money in the universe to come in here and buy up our companies, which will stop the bottom, make the bottom higher. Anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say? Sorry.
no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Just as a way to make the market change in your favor is if you dominated social media in such a way that nobody could pinpoint exactly how it's coming from. So you're coming from all sides on social media, and you start pushing in misinformation that leads the general public to believe doom and gloom or a certain thing's going to happen to the market, and you have all that loaded into your barrel and you haven't released it, and then you release the switch based on some real news information, and you have such a dominant social media presence, not just you singularly, but a whole network, and it just floods the social media with this particular piece of information, and you've already shorted it or done whatever you've called it. I can't hear you. Nope, you're gone.
I muted. That was why. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I hear what you're saying. That
and
would
then
be.
and
Go
then
ahead.
yeah, so like a Rupert Murdoch type power
Right.
on the down low, and then you could just
The thing is,
put
look
all
at the-
your money into it, and then flip the switch, and you'd be
Oh,
like an evil genius.
people have been doing that for years. But the thing is, the mass psychology doesn't work as well because the
not a-
guys that are actually investing in the markets aren't that stupid, and so
Right.
So that would, but the
Well,
way they have done it,
they're pretty dumb, but
the way they have done it is through
they're
other
the guys
other.
investing in the markets aren't that stupid. Well, I think they let
No,
a cat pick companies, and it did like twice
better.
as good. Like random does better than the
Dude,
people
what's
in the
your
market.
so we can test this?
I mean, the index alone does better than investors as a whole.
Oh, messaging. What does?
The index just itself does better than the investors as a whole community.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Individual investors like basically lose money. Like that's already a standard fact.
Right.
They because of their losing psychology. So how do I add you to Google Plus? I guess we're not friends yet. Which is funny. More invites. No, I don't. I want to invite someone. So where is that? All right.
Just type in what, Hangouts, Google Hangouts.
Yeah, like
Yeah, maybe you're not in my contacts list or something.
yeah. I think I'm gonna get you added now. Is this you, X-Ray Blaster, with 22,000 views?
Yeah.
You've got a sign that says "Consume Your Entertainment." That's a sweet sign.
Yes.
That's a sweet sign, bro. I like that. I added you to my friends and family. See if you get that. I followed you at least. That's all I have to do.
You followed me. My job here is done.
And you've got your YouTube videos. Oh, good. So then, what do I have to refresh this?
Oh yeah, maybe I'll just put in. Oh, there we go. I think I can add you right there. What are you in as? Yeah, there you go.
NW Source. It's Charles at NW Source.
Oh, what the frick? Am I calling you?
I don't see it. Just add me.
I did. I'm calling somebody.
Trying to. Let's see in my new conversation. Okay, here we go. Where are you? You're still not here, dude. There you are. Okay, got it. Okay. So I'm chatting with you right now.
Are you info@northwestseasource.com?
Maybe it's either Charles at NW Source, info at NW Source, or NW Source at Gmail, depending on which account. But I'm signed into Charles at NW Source, and I just called you.
Oh, you son of a crap!
You should be able to just answer the call.
Yeah, I think it's actually calling my other phone. Gimmicky ass.
My fucking mouse just died.
Let me call from my computer.
Everyone has left.
Yeah, let me call from my computer.
Always allow hangouts. Alright. You are in this video.
Hold on.
I'm calling you right now, so just try to answer.
Allow. It says invite. God damn.
Alright, I'm emailing you the link. Sometimes fucking Brock has had to email me too, so I'm sending you the link right now. Invite.
Well, I can send you a message right here, right? Do you see that?
I heard it. Yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yeah, you heard that on like one of your devices somewhere in your house.
Dude, just check your email real quick.
All right. Dude, my phone is still ringing. It's annoying.
Is it? That's funny, dude.
No, my other.
Yeah, I wish I could find our chat. Oh, here it is. Okay. So click that link.
So
and
in
we'll
my
be in a
email, I
hangout.
see you right down there. You were in a voice. You. It's because your things are separate. Oh, this is so annoying.
No, they don't have them perfectly integrated yet. The chat when I invite you to a phone call or whatever else, it's not perfectly integrated.
I think we're in a phone call because I'm hearing some weird.
Yeah,
echo.
I called you for sure. Yeah. It probably opened in another window labeled Google Hangouts with the green chat window.
Dude, my phone is continuing to vibrate. Can you just hang up on the Hangouts?
The problem is now the link will be dead.
Now
But-
my phone is still ringing. So annoying, piece of. Come
Well,
on.
there is a video call, so maybe just click the link already, son.
No, I'm calling you
In
right
your
now.
email.
Aren't I calling you?
No, we're in a call.
No, we're in a Skype call.
And
Really?
yeah, I've already called you.
Why are we in a call anyways?
Can you just click this link, please? For Christ's sake, dude. Once you click the link, we can try presenting.
You're already in a video call. End the other call.
Okay, it says you joined.
Yeah.
I'm presenting as a screen sharer to you. Now you're presenting. But I don't see your screen yet.
You are presenting to
Screen share.
everyone. I never.
It's the green arrow on the left.
Okay, I see.
So you can
your
see my screen. Now click on the green arrow to the left. And we might be able to switch between each other. We might be able to see each other's screen. I only have one monitor hooked up, so you're just going to see like forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so am I seeing your screen? Yeah. I'm seeing you seeing my screen, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
You sharing my other screen.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, Leonardo, I know the struggle.
So I'm seeing your screen, and you're seeing mine, at least between Skype and Google Plus. Now the question is,
Can Hangouts accomplish
Yeah.
that
no,
by itself?
wait. So you're seeing my screen, and I'm seeing your screen. Yeah, dude, we're dialed, right?
Just in Hangouts alone?
Yeah, just in Hangouts. Dope, right?
Goodbye, Windows. Have a nice life.
Nah. So I thought we could do it. Cool.
Yeah, I guess it's not totally as nice as Skype yet, but that's maybe because Skype is hogging bandwidth at the moment.
Could be. Yeah, if you're seeing lag, I'm sure
I'm
that's
seeing lag
why,
on
dude.
Google's side, yeah.
Skype's like, I was here first. Get in line.
All right, so check this out. I wanted to show you what I bought.
I'm
So-
gonna mute you real quick.
I screwed up on my entry point, so I was waiting for the market to prove to me that it was going to rally. So up 100 points counts, right? So I bought those DIA calls I was telling you about, and I paid 28 cents, so they were $28 each. I bought 30. So I spent $900, and then from 28 cents they rallied up to 36 cents each, to $36. So dude, if I'm right though, and we get a $1,000 gain in the market, so my chart is down here. This guy.
Do you think it's gonna rally right before the tank?
I'm calling. Yeah, absolutely. This is the blow off rally before it fucking goes minimum to 17,000. And possibly down as low as 7,000. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I am gonna short the
You just
fuck
wanna-
out of this market.
You just want to do this and then retire? This is
So I'm looking for a 1,000-point move because this was 1,000 points, and then this was 1,000 points. This was 1,000 points. So I'm looking for 193. So with my options, they're 190s. At 193, they would literally be worth $3 each, which is 10 times what they're worth right now. But I'm gonna get out early.
So you'd make
because-
like a nickel bag or something.
No, I'd make fucking 3 grand. I'd double my account or more. 300, 1,000.
30, dude.
No, I'm gonna make 10 grand. Yeah, I'm gonna make 10 grand. When these, hopefully, but I'm gonna sell it sooner than that because I believe that the downside is fucking terrifically risky.
Right.
Because these guys are gonna these guys are gonna go borrow, and then as soon as it tops and starts coming down, then all these guys are gonna fucking lose their asses, and then they're all gonna start selling their positions, and then all of the guys that were smart and bought here, they know what's going on, and they are gonna start taking profit. They're the guys that are looking at this chart, and they know this is it. You get out here. So once they start selling, and then these margin fuckers start losing money, and then it's just gonna be a run for the fucking exits, dude. And because earnings have already topped also. So the truth is already in earnings. The rally should be over, but we have a last gasp rally, which is exactly what fifth waves are. They're just a fucking blow off. As nobody wants to lose any money. The smart money's not selling yet because they know there's a rush coming. And Hillary Clinton just got elected, so everybody's good. And the dollar is strong, so we can buy into U.S. assets. And bonds are too high, so we don't want to buy bonds. Not only that, metals have already run their course, so we're not buying metals at the moment. What are we buying? U.S. stocks are making a rally. Let's do it. And so, but then they'll take profit, and then the whole thing's going to come unwound. Yeah, the U.S. dollar is
And
right.
then they're going to make everybody rally right behind them because nobody else wants to be behind. And then
and that's just one of the pieces for sure.
Right.
The international money, but we were just looking at that. Remember that global money supply? It's a bigger piece of the puzzle than it used to be.
Is there a way you can put like
look at this.
all the charts together?
Yeah, in my articles.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, God, don't they have a tool just to be like, boom, here's the 7 best charts. This is how you make your trades.
Yeah, I could make a slideshow.
Not even a slideshow, but I mean
know
a
what you're
tool.
saying.
You know,
a dynamic deal. Yeah, but the problem, they do. It's Bloomberg's Bloomberg station, and it's $25,000
to buy.
Yep.
Good lord.
It's not even that impressive, but
Can't you torrent
it includes massive data.
Just kidding. Yeah. No,
Look at that guy. But I've got the same stuff. I'll show you.
Yeah, geez.
So yeah, I mean, these charts all over the site. So.
Oh, the E-Trade, yeah. Yeah, see, it's hard to...
Oh no, switch windows. Let me see. How do you see my other window? Skype? Switch. Yeah, you're not seeing much here. Let me see. How do I switch windows? Like that? No. How do I switch windows? Let's see. Call. Share screens. Oh yeah, and I can switch over here. Here it comes.
Move the light so the leg goes around the other leg, and then you can push it back. There you go. Now you can open up the drawer. All the way. There you go. A green package that fits there. Perfect. Yep. Scottish tape.
I had these trend lines driven before Friday's market action. I didn't even open this on Friday. But this is the right one is why I got out of silver. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got out of silver because I felt like it was going to tank. I told Brian he got out. Thank God, dude. He took 300%. He made triple his money on his silver calls.
Nice.
Silver call. Yeah, dude. And he took profit on his oil finally, and that fucking rallied, and so he saved a ton of money there too. But so this chart right here, I thought on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, I thought the rally had already started right here. 1, 2, and then I thought we were at another 1, 2, and it was good to go, but of course not. It had to return to the bottom of the channel, and then it had to. And then what happens is people will buy at this trend line, but they'll put their stop losses right here. And so what happens is, if the market knows that there's business waiting right here, it'll go there. And so it went there. And then now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC back to the bottom of the fourth. Remember what I was saying about the return of the fourth?
Right.
And so that's one,
The
two,
return of the fourth.
right, three. So we're now in the third wave. If you see this one, dude, it's just crazy how crazy it is. So we're in the fifth of a fifth, and then we're in the third wave coming out of this trench on a macro scale, on a zoomed in scale, and then that'll rally to where I called it to is 18.6, which will be 186. So it'll be this old high, 3, and then it'll go 4, and then it'll blow out 5, and then it'll come back to here, and then it'll finally, that's when it will blow out to all new highs and make a shit ton of money.
So how far back does that go right there? That chart that you looked at?
This here or the other one?
Well, the other one. I'm just wondering, are there any other anomalies? I mean, you're basically just going on a pattern.
It is a pattern. But look what I'm doing. So this chart goes as far as like months, right?
Right.
And then this chart goes in days. And and then this chart goes in hours. And so basically, I'm able to take those Elliott wave counts and apply them on different zooms in the same chart, so that you can see trends within trends within trends.
Right.
And
the hourly trends are quite a bit more volatile.
Oh,
you can make money.
Oh, way. Well, they're actually a lot more risky because
absolutely.
They'll in any ways,
you're a straight up gambler, dude.
Yeah, if you say so. Yeah, I hear you. I am. I mean, my account, I'm only in profit like $400 still, because I lost $300 when I tried to get in here early. But check this out. Tell me when you're looking again. Mm-hmm. This is super exciting. Silver's crack right here. It could fall all the way to, it could stop here. But if I get really lucky, then we'll be looking at, let me go back to my silver trade. Silver flag popped. Then I'll be looking at this as a fourth wave, and I'll be looking at a return to 16. And so if that happens really fast, remember when I was buying silver puts for protection?
Right.
I have 20 of them. I have 20 of them. If I get really fucking lucky, it's going to tank to 16. And these are all going to be worth a point each. Probably not these August ones, but my September and December ones, if I get really lucky, I could kill it, dude. I could crush it. They were up 50% and 20% from almost nothing, right? So what'll happen is if we go option chain on over here. Silver. Okay. Oh, this is another trade I made. Let's do this one. What is this? JJC. Oh, yeah, copper. I think I'm going to buy copper here pretty quick. It's got to come down a ways first. But if you go to the silver option chain, and then you look at, I had September 2nd or September 9th. What did I have? September 2nd, yeah. And I have 1650 puts. So the puts are on this side, and I have 1650. So they're worth shit right now. But if silver falls 2 cents, they'll be worth $40 each. And if it falls fast enough, they'll be worth, points more, a point. If it falls fast enough, they'll be worth a point, dude. And if the Dow is going to rally, so look what happened, right? Look what happened. Dow rallies, silver tanks. There could be a massive global move out of metals and into stocks right now. And so if that happens, this shit's going to fucking tank. This is going to take off. And then what's going to happen is a global profit taking on stocks.
Right.
And that's what's going to bring it back down super fast. And that's when we're going to actually want to get back involved in metals. Because metals probably aren't tanking because they literally are a safe haven. And once the stock market starts tanking, metals are going to be a great place.
Like literally, when everybody's jumping out, that's when you jump in, and when everybody's jumping in, That's when you jump out.
Well, yeah, kind of. Really close.
That's what you want to
You're
time.
really close.
That's
You're really
exactly
close.
what you want to time.
No. You're really close. The exact moment is the moment that they're done jumping shit.
Right.
Is when you jump in, and the moment they're done
Or just
jumping
before
on.
that, because
No,
you can never time
no.
it to the moment.
Yeah, I hear you, but you can lose a lot of money in those last few moments, bro.
Sure.
At least the way I trade. But that's because
Oh, you could lose not a lot of money you had, but a lot of potential.
tons of potential.
Right.
But also, there's a massive switch in prices. There's a massive switch in prices right at the last second. It's crazy. So the bias.
Now is somebody taking money, because that sounds a little janky right there.
No, it's the smart money. The reason is the smart money is selling these options. They sell options because dumbasses buy them. The vast majority of options expire worthless. So
Oh, that'd be cool to know what the percentage on all that stuff is.
let's find out. It's huge though. What percentage?
It's like,
of
what's the
options-
percentage that I'll hit a winning hand in video poker?
Right. It's kind of like that. Yeah, 76.5% expired worthless. 95% and 94%.
Oh wow.
Of put options because the market was
Oh,
trending
puts.
up. Yep. So 75% of the calls expired worthless though.
Right. So if they buy them basically evenly, we're looking about 85% of everything just goes bye-bye.
Yep. Wait, let's see what this is. Yeah, so and that's just how options work. That's just a fact of options. So that's why you have to be really careful when you're buying them, because you have to be fucking right. 90% of all expire worthless. Let's see, the money can't make money. 90% go unexercised, but that's different from worthless.
Right.
10% of options are exercised. 55 to 60% of option positions are closed prior to expiration.
Now the unexercised, that's more of an American put or an American option because of the sedentary lifestyle.
No, but I think you're making a joke there. I'm still trying to get a call an American put.
Sedentary, yes.
Right.
Nothing
Because then-
further to seek from that joke. That was right on the surface.
No action, right? Is what you're saying? They don't take action. Oh, exercise. Oh, God.
Yeah, it was right on the surface. No extra doors to open.
Dude, it was so on the surface, I didn't even get it for like a minute. That's fucking hilarious. And the thing that tripped me up is there are American style options versus European options, and so
The thing I don't know is
right. So, like what? So the option sellers are the ones making the money, and so they know what's happening, and they know, so you can watch that because that's the smart money. So
can you watch that and base your trades on that? I mean,
I do a little
you
bit,
can
but
glean a little bit.
I've been kind of trying to glean from it. I actually could be wrong. I could be wrong. No, I'm wrong. It's not just. It's because it's the market that prices them. It's not the smart money that prices them. It's the market that prices them. And so I was looking at Dow calls, and they were cheap. They were dirt cheap, and they were losing value.
Hey, can you click the mic on either Skype or Hangouts? I'd prefer click the mic mute on Hangouts.
I did. Is that better?
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's so much better.
Sorry, dude.
You're not in a concert hall anymore. All right.
Right. So listen, man. If you want to do something here in the near term, Brian, I know Clokey.
Yeah. Well, I just ate, so.
Money. But yeah, let me fucking 10x on this trade and then show you what's up. Because if I'm looking at 5 and 10x trades, then we can risk 10% of an account, and even if we're wrong twice, we're still gonna come up major in profit. But so far, I've been right, and right, just right, dude, right, like, even on my timing, so except for the stock market, I was 4 days early on the stock market.
And you weren't rewarded.
No, I'm rewarded. I'm up 25% of my position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I made $200 so far out of 900.
Oh, 4 days early being a good thing, not like you
no,
should have waited.
No. I lost 300. I should have waited.
There you go.
If I would have held them, then I would still be at a slight loss because I bought them for 44 points. So in those 4 days, they went all the way down to like 18, which I should have bought them at 18, but it's all good. Fifth of a fifth, followed by fucking bloodshed, bro. Bloodshed. The market cut in half. Cut in half. If it cuts in half again, it's going to be nasty. It'll go to 10,000, which, if we go back to the Dow chart, what's here, it'll be all the way back down here, which makes sense because this is a fourth wave in the overall global trend. And if I'm right, remember this took 2 years, this took 1 year. If I'm right, because what happens is bigger money is moving these markets. Global money supply. Mad cash is moving the markets. Hedge funds. The world is becoming so much more efficient. The markets are so efficient now that it's going to move faster. Oh, and you know how you can see that? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at the Japanese stock market, you can see its historical chart. You can see where it got nastified, and it never really returned. But it just started. See how smooth, and then it went whacka 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 whacka.
Yeah. When did that happen?
Massively volatile in the 90s.
Oh, right. When they lost their many years, supposedly.
Massive deflation and whatever else, right? Is that what you're talking about?
We lost 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, in their stock market. Oh, they lost more than that. Yeah. Yep. So then it just got massively volatile. So if you look at this PE ratio of the S&P, like you want to believe that the rally is sustainable, but it's not, because this price to earnings ratio is an expression of what's fair value of the stock market, based on, like, if I put $1,000 into the market, how long will it take me to earn my money back based on the dividends of the shares that I'm buying? Mm-hmm. And so this is a fair value of the market, and we're at the top end of the fair value. So there's no way for that rally to continue doing like what it did historically, to just continue growing and continue growing and continue growing, because the economy is growing at 1%. You know what I'm saying? We're not growing. If we were experiencing China's growth, if we were growing at 10% a year,
right,
then you could expect our stock markets to have that type of continued long-term growth. But we've basically peaked out based on price to earnings, based on the fair value of the market. So it's just going to be sideways from here. It's not. It's unfortunately, it's not going to continue to be the same miracle story that our parents had when they were kids. Invest in the stock market, you'll be rich when you're 50.
Yeah.
That's over. It's over. It's over. Swear to God, it's over. It'll take 20 years of consolidation before this becomes the new bottom on a longer term run.
Right.
With all new companies that'll enter.
If you were investing, how much have you made since, let's just say,
if you bought
2010, where you're like, oh no, I've lost everything.
I
get my food.
You recovered and then some. Yeah.
You recovered and then some.
If you didn't jump ship.
Yeah. So stop crying.
What I'm saying is that this growth, it was, if you put $400, $500 a month into your account, that you'll see an average of 7% growth for 40 or 50 years, and that is compounded returns. That turn it into billions. You know what I mean?
Time is the power, right? Yeah.
Right. But that isn't going to be true. This is going to be sideways. So you won't see an average of 7% over the next. This is going to sink, and then it probably won't get back here again for a long time. It's going to do what the Japanese stock market did. I'm 90% sure. I've been watching this. I've been waiting
but we don't have
this story
samurais
to come true for us too. I am pretty sure, dude, that we are going to be middle to down for the next 20 years.
What's your site called again?
FuturesIntel.com.
So you invest on the Intel microprocessor, or?
Right. But the place, if you want that kind of return for the next 50 years, this is what you buy. And let me see if I can find the right chart. Like commodity price inflation. commodities will continue to go up for the next 20 years for sure. We're in what's called a commodities bull market, and
So when the stock market goes a little wanky, the commodities picks up, right?
that's true, but it's not really. They aren't an inverse of each other.
Oh, okay.
It's not all that tied to each other at all
Okay.
because. But what it is it's the expansion of the global economy. This goes back to this global money supply and the democratization of the planet and China's largest the largest human migration in history to the cities. It's the growth of the global middle class.
If you were listening to Trump close enough, you would know that the Muslim migration into Germany and the Mexicans into America is the largest migration. I mean, the largest migration in history is the money from the poor to the wealthy. If they were little
Yep.
people.
Yep, exactly.
I got a
those
graphic
dollars.
for you.
All right. But so basically that it's the global demand in commodities. It's the growth of the global middle class where now everybody has money and now they all want food and houses. It's really houses which drives like copper demand, lumber demand, oil demand for shipping. So all of the commodities will continue to rise over the course of the next 20 years, give or take the bubbles that occur in those assets, like when silver hit $40 and gold hit $200. That's not an actual inflation, that's a bubble.
Right.
So basically though, what I'm saying is for people is don't buy stocks, buy commodities. But I'd have to look at the CRB chart to know if you could buy a broad index of commodities as a good recommendation. Yeah, there you go. This is actually in a perfect buying position. Look at this, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C.
What type of buying position would you call that? Would that be a standard missionary, or is that's not a reach around or anything? No?
Yeah, let's go reach around.
I mean that was the housing market thing. That was the reach around.
Dude, inflation adjusted. See, commodities, CRB index nominal price. Inflation adjusted. Yeah, I mean, inflation adjusted commodities are still a great value. And in a commodities bull market, they will continue to go up. Look at the trend line, even inflation adjusted. Yeah, let's come down from there. That's fine. Trend. Yeah, it broke the trend line. Look at that. Oh, yeah, dude, of course. But the overall trend will still be up. But not straight up. Because one of these days, oh, yeah, electricity isn't in the CRB.
Ooh, okay, that definitely is going to play some sort of role, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's going to replace oil, bro. Oil right now is the base commodity in the CRB that's energy, right? Electricity will replace oil because we'll stop trading
In
oil.
50 years or something. But no, I mean,
Yeah.
here's
exactly.
Here's the thing with oil. Oil is going to always be
Useful and a store of energy. Absolutely.
it's going to be required for ships, large, huge vehicles for transportation, and then it's not going to be produced as much, so it won't be
Yeah,
into
but everything will be hybrid too, dude. We'll be using
not ships.
Oh yeah, they
Never.
will. Oh, what
Never.
are you talking about?
I've already talked to people.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
I already know.
They
Need
the resistance from the water.
That's why they're
massive.
diesel. I mean,
Right?
they're
Yeah.
diesel
Yeah,
because of the density of energy in diesel fuel.
but I'll bet you, dude. Here's what'll
They'll
happen.
make advances.
No, here's what'll
You're
happen,
right.
bro. Here's what'll happen. Sea shipping lanes will
Drones,
be
you
reduced.
got it.
Yeah, it will be reduced compared to the cost of air travel.
Yeah, they'll come up with
Maybe,
some stuff.
maybe.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll see like a 50% efficiency increase for sure, if not 100 or 200%, right? Where they triple the output. Yeah, dude, definitely. The motors will be more efficient. The ship hulls will be more efficient. They'll use less ocean shipping and more air. They'll use more. Fuck, dude, watch for that
Yeah,
hyperloop. The
there are.
hyperloop to come out, and then we'll have massive zero gravity shipping lanes across the
Well,
world.
there are things that they can do. Like one of the things is they just sit there and they boat around because they're
Okay,
waiting for ship lanes to open. They're waiting
right,
for spots to open to dump their stuff. So they're
right,
just
right,
sitting and boating around. So one of the
right.
things that they haven't yet completely understood and smoothed out is the efficiency in which an airport runs. You know, one goes in, one goes out, one goes in. It's all like pretty well organized.
Are you
We
kidding me,
think.
dude? It's
We think.
insanely organized.
I'm sure
But
if you were
yeah,
an
we'll
air
wait
traffic
for the.
controller, you'd be like, "Oh my God, we're all dead."
Yeah, 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 dude, for sure. Have you seen that movie with
My
what's his name?
look-alike
Billy Bob
celebrity.
Thornton?
Right. I knew an air traffic controller. Uh,
Did you?
he was nerve wracked. I mean, wow.
Dude, if you haven't seen this movie,
I've seen it.
oh, you have. Okay, yeah. What was it called? Pushing Tin. That's right. Yeah, and John Cusack. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Oh, so wait for AI to take over.
Right, right,
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean? And yeah, we'll see phenomenal improvements.
Or you get Uber in the air and you get some Google planes.
God, dude, imagine. And drones and ultralights. Everybody's got an ultralight. And we're literally like, it's the skyway, not the highway. Like, that's right around the corner,
And
dude.
Usher is going to be doing it my way.
Right, right, right. Have you seen the flying cars? The ones that can do both?
I've seen versions and all that stuff. Yeah.
This guy, have you seen this one?
Nah, I'm sure they're coming out with more stuff. But
That's
no.
such bullshit right there. But this one's
Right, a
legit.
lot of prototypes and whatnot, blowing
Right.
smoke.
Oh, this one? I can't remember
But
if
who
that one's
knows?
not. But there's a bunch of them. Yeah, this one's real, and it's gold. This shit's happening, dude.
Goldfinger, gold member.
Uh, It's fucking happening, bro. Oh yeah, this makes sense too. The copter version versus the airplane version. I don't know. Oh, look at that.
Copter for sure, dude. That the Harrier type
It's
lift.
just so much more control too.
Oh
So
yeah, drone in
safer
a car.
landing,
And
dude.
yeah.
Then a full speed takeoff and a full speed landing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, absolutely not.
Fucking
I
hovering.
mean, I mean, but I mean, you're gonna need to like, what is it? You're gonna need a jet engine. I mean, that's the thing that has the power, right? I mean, but look at that. Yeah, I don't know, man. What's the force? What's the torque?
Yeah, but
What's the distance?
I'm talking about commuting. But
You know,
obviously,
the idea about
eventually
commuting.
we'll be able to commute to Seattle,
But
dude.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. What they need to get rid of is this whole business about my home's over here and my stuff's over here. The people who work in a city get pushed out of the city, but they still need